Hey, Scales, is this thing on? Yeah? Okay. Hello, I'm Asher Flinthart, and if you're hearing this, that means you can listen to the World of Wildevere podcast. You can listen to the podcast on Spotify, Apple, Google Podcasts, and more. The show is me and my 5 friends, Scales and Plaque the Created, OJ the Koboloi, Rhodes the Snow Eidolon, and Ori the Moon Elf. We play a free indie TTRPG called Wildevere, run by the people who write the game and their friends. Watch us travel the magical city-states of our cozy, friendly, and wild world, learning new skills and enjoying a lot of new adventures in a Saturday morning kind of style. We release every other Wednesday on all major podcast platforms. You can also follow us on Twitter at Wildevere or on a Discord server you can find at worldofwildevere.card.co. Thank you so much for listening to our travels. Rose is gonna flake when he hears we have clout? Whatever he called it. Bye-bye! Skills, you can stop now. What do you mean, OJ?
From the city that brought you Kentucky Fried Chicken comes Roll for Weird, a Monster of the Week actual play podcast. Join Philbert Fogel, Doomsday Prepper and Expert.
I mean, I'm kind of like the linchpin that's keeping everything together.
Lasath, the Divine.
And I still owe him my life, so I would have to end yours. It would be a mess.
Shadow, the Edgy Initiate. I trust him.
I would volunteer.
Wear it. I don't give a fuck, but I am not doing
We're
it.
live.
I'm not going to
Oh,
wear
I
that
don't care.
with Lucian and
Hello,
Basil.
Hey, y'all.
everyone. Welcome to NA by Night. When the storyteller leaves, the kindred will play. We are here to answer everybody's questions about what's going on in the last 2 seasons. So if you have questions, please post them in the chat. We are always watching.
That's not
Like-
creepy at all.
Like Big Brother.
Ominous.
So we do have a little bit of a list that was sent to by our sweet GM who couldn't be here with us tonight because she's being a spoopy. Sweet GM who couldn't
Oh,
be here with us
hold on.
tonight.
Sorry. Audio. Okay, there we go. Audio was looping. That was my.
Oh.
You're good.
Oh, I was like, why? So I guess we'll start with one of these questions. Also, if you guys have questions, ask each other questions. I will be moderating tonight. Moderating?
I think there's a
There.
D in there somewhere.
Yeah, moderating. Whatever.
We English
Fuck it.
good.
I will be the person that reads the questions. Oh God. Okay. Cass, did you post this Cass, you could have said it out loud.
What?
We don't know if it's
No,
Cass or
it
if
could be
it's
Lance.
Lance.
Okay, I guess this is what we'll start with.
Oh
Now that
no.
OnlyFans is going to be
Oh boy.
a non-sexual site, is Basil going to go somewhere else? And will Lucian follow?
Well, I
mean,
can tell you, Lucian
doesn't
will
have
follow.
to.
But I don't think. Correct me if I'm wrong, Basil, but I don't think Basil's OnlyFans is very sexual. It's just cars and Basil, right? Washing cars.
In
Not
booty shorts.
That's sexual. Yes, and nudity is actually going to be allowed, but apparently not sexual content. So I have don't
It's
Lance had
not,
to start
right?
off on that when I'm in a mood. It's not.
Well,
They
you
built
know,
their service on the
Cars
backs of
and
sex
Basils
workers,
is sexual.
and now they're ostracizing them.
Yes, that is the thing. And I have a feeling that it will just kill that website anyway. So
I hope it does.
So our sweet child, our sweet summer GM, asked, "What's your most memorable moment so far?" I'll start with you, Joseph.
Oh, okay. Throw me at the wolves. The first thing that comes to mind, honestly, is the reveal at the end of season 1 that I guess it wasn't really a reveal, but when Stasia was embraced, like, not so much the actual action of that happening, because I kind of saw, as a player and as a character, Lucian kind of saw that things were headed in that possible direction, but the fact that it happened so quickly, I was like, oh damn.
Yeah, because you kept going, "Hey Lindsay, will you turn Stasia?" And Lindsay was like, no. And then, "Hey Basil, will you turn Stasia?" I guess is what he said, and then he just did it.
All the ghouls were disappearing, and I mean,
all the ghouls were disappearing, and Stasia was running off by her fucking self too much.
I mean, it was during the daytime. It didn't make any sense for her to like.
all
give
the
a
other
fuck
ghouls
if
disappeared
Kindred-
during the daytime.
No, they didn't.
No, they didn't.
Okay, but they had day lives.
Yeah, days of our lives.
I was gonna say.
Listen, she go do her day stuff, and before sunset and before Lucian wakes up, her ass was home.
Damn right.
Oh, it's fine.
It was creepier to have some weird motherfucker just watching me all the time. That was creepy.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Basil, what was your, or I'm sorry, Kaz, what was your most memorable moment so far?
Oh my
What's that damn
gosh.
picture?
Man, there are just so many that I enjoy. Come back to me. Come back to me.
Okay, moving on to Kat then. Jesus, there's only 4 of us, guys.
I think seriously, it was the entire episode. I think it's like the first episode of the season when we started off in Elysium. That was something else.
I think that was
I enjoyed
Who?
having Gideon with us the entire time. Yeah, the second episode. That was probably a lot of fun.
Any episode in Elysium is always just so
Yeah.
intense and so like
so dramatic.
play rich and dramatic. Exactly.
I love it. I don't know. We've had some really good episodes. I think also definitely Lindsay divorcing Nicholas. That was probably when she just threw that fucking ring at him. I was like, yeah! Fuck that guy. God, I didn't know I could hate a character so much more than I don't. I still hate Rahadin more. So he's a close second.
And for now, I'm sure
mean-
I'm sure Star will do something. And fucking Nicholas will get up there to be Rahadin level of
Look,
hatred for all
if-
of us.
I mean, he better not be possessing nobody, because that's pretty much.
I mean, he was possessive of one person.
I mean, yeah, but still, just saying.
I know we haven't seen the last of Nicholas.
Yeah,
I'm sure
I,
of
I,
it. Like,
I can't wait. I really cannot wait to fuck with that guy. I really cannot wait to do that. I'm gonna make his life a hell.
Basil,
Inconvenient as fuck.
back to you, buddy.
Well, I feel like I kind of answered it in tandem when Kat did.
No, all of Elysium is just your
Elysium.
your
Okay, like, and also just going back to the beginning with the poop hole.
God damn
The
it.
party potty.
Oh, that was golden.
I do.
It was
think
not
that-
golden, it was brown.
How dare you?
I
See,
still
that's
can't believe that Suckrain put a porta potty in every single
Every
one of the
single one.
thumbnails
Yeah, that was
for
not
season
every
one.
single one.
Almost,
Almost
every
every.
single one.
Almost
Jesus,
every
Joseph,
single one,
stop.
yes. No, it's fine. It was a lot of fun. That's what happens when I don't think about what I should have been doing before we started an episode. Cause like we talked about that. Like we had kind of had a plan on how the story was gonna start. We didn't know what was gonna happen, but we definitely knew that Lindsay was gonna kill somebody. Everything after that was the shit show that was my choices, and I know the words that just came out of my mouth.
You add that one to the pun counter that's not active, okay?
It's not. It's your pun counter, not mine.
Hey, Betty the Shrimp. Thank you
Honestly-
for. I'm not sharing sounds. Sorry. Thank you for
you're fine.
resubscribing. 8 months. Happy
Hell yeah.
nerdiversary.
Hey, thanks.
Cat is
Thanks,
queen.
dude.
Oh, that's a sip.
She's Egyptian, not Puerto Rican. Because you're the queen of denial.
But shh.
Add it to the list. It's fine.
Yeah, it's on the list.
I think some of my favorite one of my I don't know. I really like this show a lot. I don't have a favorite moment. Just this group is a lot of fun. And Star does an amazing job with like
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Setting up the chaos.
oh my god, yeah.
Ooh, and her NPCs.
I do think it's really funny that like our characters don't act like the kindred we're supposed to be. Lindsay's very punchy. Honestly, Stasi is the only one that is actually like
A bruja.
a bruja. The
Yeah.
rest of us are like, oh no. Huh.
I think Basil's pretty bruja. He reminds me of like the kid who cannot control himself. Like you tell him not to, and it's like, now I fucking have to. You know, with the the piano and everything. It's like, I can't help it. I'm gonna do it.
He's been around long enough that he's kind of gotten it under control, but if you tell him no, he's definitely going to toe the line.
Yeah.
Hey, Dre, thank you for resubscribing. Happy 6-month nerdiversary.
Yeah.
Let's see what else. I think actually one of my favorite parts was just the epilogue where Stasia just fucking decks Lucian. Like I was sitting in Florida
Oh my god, yeah.
my good friend Kaz was like, "Are you watching NA by Night right now?" And I was like, "No, I'm in my hotel room, probably gonna go to sleep soon." And they were like, "No, Stasia just punched Lucy," and I was like, "Fuck,
I'm there."
I'm there. So I logged on real quick to see what the fuck was happening, and it was a shit show, and I loved it. I'm waiting for more for her to punch him, but I don't know.
I
if that's
mean,
gonna
he's too sad to punch now. It's not even fun.
Yeah. We have another question from Plants. What was the hardest moments to stay in character?
I mean, we're kind of all just really playing ourselves.
Hey, I resent that remark. I am... Okay, a little bit, maybe. I'm not that big of an asshole.
Lucian's not really good at being an asshole, though.
He got you to basically spy on Lindsay's phone. Like,
I mean, yeah,
top
but
tier
like
dickery.
the reasoning behind it.
Hey, intention doesn't matter. It's the actions that he's taking that make him an asshole.
Yes. If the means to an end are evil, it's all
He's an
still like
asshole.
evil,
Yeah.
even if the ends are good.
Which is kind of the point that I'm
Yeah.
playing off. But the
Um,
hardest moment to stay in character.
I feel like it's always when somebody says just one thing that you automatically take to a dirty place, because we all have those moments.
We
where,
would
like,
never.
oh, fucking shut up, Kaz. You know better than that.
How
but-
dare you?
You know. I did have a hard time staying in character when Star said portable latrine.
It's better than shithouse.
That one was good. Yeah.
I got me again.
Joke.
I've never heard that before.
Yeah, it used to be shit house. That part was hard. I don't think we have a hard time staying in character. I think we make our jokes as we are in character so often. Unless like we're not a part of the group. And usually if we're joking while not in scene, it's in chats, which means we're just trying to get the people who are in that scene to break.
Oh my god.
Which has happened a lot whenever during the epilogues that happened, because we got a lot of DB, get out of here.
Yeah, I think there's also too, because I mute myself a lot, but I can't help my face.
Yeah, there's a lot of visual reaction going on.
Yeah, just like, sorry. I mean, y'all know what I'm saying, even when I'm muted.
Yeah, we can read your lips really easily. This
That's
is
because
gonna
it's
be-
usually one word.
Fuck, yes. This is gonna be the easiest question, I feel like. Favorite NPC, least favorite NPC.
Gray, favorite, Gray.
Yes.
Okay, we need to. I guess we don't, because immediately comes to mind is another PC now.
Oh.
Technically, I like Gideon, but
So
Gideon's
Gideon-
now a PC.
He's actually not. So he's still considered an NPC, because just because James was there for a little bit doesn't mean that he's not.
Okay, if that's the qualifier, then
Yeah.
it goes Gideon,
hmm
and then Victor, and then Morticia.
So okay. Like I don't know if Victor will show up if it's not Sekrain involved.
That's what I'm
but-
saying. I don't know if that qualifies as an NPC or if that qualifies as a PC.
I think because Gideon was introduced to us as an NPC originally, we could go off of that.
Okay.
But honestly, if you want to throw Victor in there,
Yeah, I love Victor. Like, for
Yeah.
me, it would definitely be
Yeah.
Gideon, Morticia, and Victor. I love Morticia.
really want to see more Victor and more Gideon. I like Morticia. I don't want to see more Morticia.
That's a mood.
Really? I just don't understand why you guys hate her so much. She's so
I don't
great.
hate her. She literally shot Lindsay, and she doesn't hate her.
I mean, yeah, you'll be fine.
Is that in the Patreon content?
Yes,
Yes,
it
it
is. So
is.
you should
Okay.
become a
Mhm.
patron to find out how that happened.
I was gonna say that wasn't in an actual epilogue or anything. That was Patreon
No.
only, right? Yeah.
Yep.
That was Patreon only because we were trying to figure out how Lindsay would have learned how to use a gun. But now she has point and gun. More than one point and gun. She's been practicing. Kaz, favorite NPC.
Kaz said Gray, like right off the bat.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Didn't even hesitate on that one.
I
That
agree
was
with
a
the
good
with the
moment.
general consensus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you going up there
I-
with Gray and dancing was just like, what?
So good. I'm still planning on getting
Good
art
that
commissioned of
episode.
that.
Yes.
Ideas.
I also so my favorite NPC is Dave.
Yes. Dave.
Halloween
Mainly
guy.
because then Star has to hurt with me as we talk in these character voices. She's like, I don't know how you do it all the time, and I was like, yeah, just just do. Dre had a best pun is what Dre asked in the chat.
Oh, we gotta
there's
rank
too
'em?
Many.
We gotta rank the puns.
I can't
So-
think.
So the thing is we have so many of them because Joseph is on the show.
Yeah.
Why are you gonna put that all on me?
Because
You guys
you're
are
the
just
dad.
Yeah, you're the one who
bad.
does it.
You're the papa.
You started it.
Mine are the most memorable, but you've all done it, okay?
I never make a pun ever in my life. Point it out, Joseph. Go through all of our content that I am in.
You're
and
lucky we
find out
weren't
the
live
puns.
10 minutes ago.
There's no proof of it, Joseph.
We have somebody in the chat that just says Anastasia is the best.
I agree.
Um,
I'm a little biased though.
I think she's the absolute fucking worst.
Really? Next to freaking Nicholas?
Yes.
I'm a saint.
It goes Stasia, Nicola. No, I'm just kidding. Least favorite NPC, guys.
Oh, least favorite?
Nicholas. Nicholas can suck my left ball sack.
I think it's quite clear that Lucian has a vitriol hatred for Samuel, which is funny to me because I don't know where it comes from. It actually comes from the episode with Victor. There was no reason, but it's just like, you know what? I hate Samuel now.
Yeah, like all of a sudden there was
Sometimes you just
godly
gotta.
hatred for
What's that?
one fucking person, and for you it was Samuel.
You just
For one of my
gotta
other
let-
friends.
You just got a ladder.
Ooh, going back to favorites.
Oh,
I love the sheriff.
Oh,
Desma, so
Desma.
creepy.
God, I can't.
Oh my god, I
I can't say her name. Desdemona.
Yeah. Yeah.
Desdemonia. Desdemonia.
She is so creepy, and I fucking love her.
I love it.
Yes.
Yeah.
But honestly, Star does great NPCs. Period.
She does.
Yeah, she does. They're
Like,
so rich in like character.
So everything with
Yeah.
Nicholas, I gave her very little, and she built that character basically, and we just went from there. And it seems like everybody's least favorite NPC, even our like the people who watch, is Nicholas.
Yeah, he's a good bad guy.
Which is good. Yeah, she succeeded in making
Mhm.
an absolute bastard.
Dickhead of a person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
even Eric
I'm
was
sorry,
a douche
Dre.
canoe.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
even then, like, we didn't see as much of Eric as we have seen of what Nicholas has done. I'm sure we'll see a lot more of Eric.
I really
as
hope
the
not.
Season goes on. sure
I
we
hope we
will.
see him in fucking shreds.
I mean,
I
eventually.
still don't think Stassi would do
Uh,
it either.
Fucking Lindsay will do it for you. She has a lot of pent up anger. Sorry, Dre, that we can't tell you what was the best pun because we
Yeah,
don't
it's a
remember all of
constant
them.
thing. Yeah.
You guys are just gonna have to go back and watch and pick
watch
your
and
own.
Tell us. Yeah, tell us what your favorite pun is. Let's see. Let's pull up another question. Has this game gone the way you thought it would? What has been different from what you expected?
I had I wouldn't say little expectation. It's just I've never played Vampire, so I didn't really know what to expect going in. But I definitely would say that I did not expect to enjoy this game as much as I did, like to be as invested in this game. And I don't know if it's just from the getting dressed up every week to just because it's more modern. So you can connect more with your character because, they drive, they do all these other things. And now you have to consider like things that you like to do and things that you would never be able to do because you became kindred. So I think that has a lot to do with being closer to it rather than like other fantasy games.
Are you admitting your fascination with Taco Bell in real life? Is that what you're doing right now?
It's pretty fucking obvious how much I like Taco Bell.
I don't think
both
she ever
in and
denied
out
it.
of- Yeah. I had it for lunch today.
I'm
Sponsor
sorry.
I
us.
believe that Lucian and Basil have never experienced Taco Bell, and they never will.
Yeah, it hurts my heart.
I mean, you could.
I mean, yeah, I've again stated we could do this, but y'all just don't want to fucking stake out Taco Bell. It'd be
No,
too easy.
No. There is a power called something of life.
Blush of life.
The blush
Flesh
of
of life. You can eat food.
It just tastes like
With
ash.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
you also
You
throw
can keep
up
it
later.
down. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about waiting till someone else eats it and then eating them after they
Yeah,
eat
but
it.
the time period that we are eating people, we would just get the intoxication of the alcohol that they consumed that made them go to Taco Bell at 3 a.m.
Why is this a bad thing? Want me to throw a little bit of mild sauce on them too? In the wound? Wait a minute.
That would burn.
Hey, Star.
No.
You act like Stasia hasn't been fucking thinking about this. Like, you know what?
Honestly, on her days off, I'm sure she's big.
Oh yeah, I'm sure she's got like a diary full of like, what if? For
Dear
science.
Diary, what if I did this?
Stop dissing the marinade.
Hot sauce, LOL. TV isn't ready for that. Thanks, Keycar. It's because I'm very white.
Aw.
Do spice.
Are you Robin? Is 1 grain of salt too much for you?
No.
Add too much mayonnaise, too spicy.
Please.
Oh,
Ooh, we have Takis out there.
salt and pepper
Yes.
once a year.
Oof.
God damn it, Keycar. So mean to me. Oh, my wife is in the chat. Yay. Sorry.
Hi, DB's wife.
Expectations, you guys.
Oh, I have never played. I'm with Kat. I've never played Vampire, but I've watched a lot of Vampire, and I've played the video games. So, well, that's not true. I have played Vampire, but it was a version long time ago. I actually played with my wife. That was an interesting and yeah. Anyway, I think that's why she doesn't play role-playing games to this day.
You
But
ruined
anyway.
her.
What?
Because Vampire ruined her.
Anyway.
Expectations, Joseph. Keep going. Keep on track, buddy.
Again, there are no tracks here. There are no rails. We left those a long time ago. Expectations. I had no expectations as far as what we were going to be experiencing, but I totally trusted Star to put things together. And this group is a great group to play because this can be a very dark and a very what's the word?
Emotionally exhausting.
Yeah. Type of game. But that's kind of what I was hoping for, and I think we've done a very good job of balancing the emotional and the dark undertones of Vampire with some silly humor to kind of decompress that.
Yes.
But still dealing with some of the darker subject matter. You know, Nicholas and Lindsay's relationship is definitely a very dark subject matter. But we were able to approach that in a way that at least I feel comfortable with. I can't vouch for all the viewers, but we do have viewers out there that keep coming back, so.
Yeah, we must be doing something right.
For some reason.
Yeah.
It's the poop jokes.
It's the poop jokes, yeah.
The party
They keep me
pods.
coming back.
What about you, Kaz?
Sorry.
What was the question? I got super invested listening to people.
What was your expectations? Is it going
Oh.
the way you thought it would be?
And I had my answer planned out and everything, and then it just
Yep.
I had no expectations like everyone else. My experience with Vampire is that in college, I did go to a LARP. Me and Lance went to a like fully fledged LARP in one of the entire buildings. And it was super neat, we were not told what we were doing. And it was very like political heavy. And we've got some of that here, but I don't know. Yeah, no expectations, but this group really just made it awesome.
Yeah.
That's your answer to that question, huh? Yeah.
I mean, so I introduced Star to Vampire because of LA by Night. I stopped watching LA by Night for a little bit because I had other things happening and yada yada. And Star was like, "No, you need to start watching this again." And she just kept, and I was like, "Okay." And I got back into it. From there, we picked up one of the books from Drawlicon when we were both there.
Oh yeah, that was the thing.
Yep. We picked up and then during the pandemic, Star, Ray, and I, and James, you all know James, you all love James, started a group called Spoop Group, which was we would do scary tabletop games. Started out with Call of Cthulhu. That's how James and I bonded. I never met this boy before then, and then all of a sudden we're BFFs. And then it just moved on from there. We did scary D&D games. We played the starter kit, I guess, for these, and I ran that. I am terrible at running book related adventures. I'd much rather just write my own. And from there we just kept going until finally I was like, "Hey, how dare you?" Sorry, Joseph sent a message that distracted me. From there, Star and I were talking about how we wanted to play in Vampire, and she was like, "I really just want to be a player," but then slowly talked her into becoming a GM for it. And here we are today.
Indeed.
So I was excited for this, and I'd played with Star a lot, so I was ready for this adventure. Plus, I like more serious RPs sometimes. Like, we have the silly ones, and we have silly moments in this one, but like the fact that like, oh hey, we were looking for a murderer, it's great. Oh, if your character was a different clan, what would they be?
That's really funny because we've all talked about this like all first season and like into the second season. None of us really behave the way we are in our clans. I would probably be a Tremere. Yeah. Lucian would be a Tremere.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Basil.
I think Basil would be a Toreador. He's a little vain.
A little?
Is that the thing where you with the bowls?
Wow.
You have to tell me what you were. Was that the pun counter or the reasons you're going to fight me? Which list was that?
It's the fight implies that you're going to be doing anything back and pushing you down the stairs. So
it's just bullying.
Yeah, really at that point. I really think that Brujah is really just honestly Stasia. I don't really see her fitting in anywhere else. Yeah, probably staying as a ghoul probably would be.
Yeah, staying mortal would have been Stasia's preferred.
Yeah, it is. It's absolutely 100% her first and only choice, as it was taken from her.
Not by me.
Wow. All right.
Okay.
Catch me outside. How about that?
Just gonna get punched in the face again.
I didn't do it.
Go catch his hands. I love my vampire daddy.
I love you too, boo. For now.
Oh. Fair. Hey, remember that one time I was like, "Sup, Prince?" I almost did it again. I almost did it again.
And I do it again.
And I'll do it again.
At what point when do we just let Stasia die? Because of
Yeah.
what she's done.
The fuck you are, Prince first. Bro, that really did throw her off. You're like, dude, you said the Prince. That's a lady.
Yeah, I said that Basil toes the line. Stasia like grabs it,
Right.
rips it up, and sets it on fire. It's just
I do what I want.
Yeah, Stasia will get the coterie killed. I'm waiting for that day.
Yeah, probably, yeah. That's
Not even probably. That is how this show ends. All of us going up in flame, and we can all look at Stasia and blame.
I don't.
Hello, friends. I see that there are people watching. Do you guys have questions for us? Do you have questions for any of us?
Yes.
Our cast
Don't-
members.
Don't jump all at once, guys.
There is a bit of a delay on the chat, so.
Random question. Do vampires require oxygen? You, wife, my love, my darling. I think the answer to that is no. But do you know this answer, Joseph?
I'm listening for your butt first.
But a wink?
Wink.
No. Brittany, my love, my
judging.
darling, please do not say what you're about to say. Vampires at the bottom of the ocean. So the problem with vampires at the bottom of the ocean is the ocean water pressure thing is still there. They will be crushed to death.
But then
I
they'll
mean,
live.
the ocean
And
is
then
really
they'll
big
keep
and
doing
some
it
parts of it
over
are
and over
shallow.
again.
okay. Vampires at the bottom of a small lake.
Okay, probably. Yeah.
Okay.
But I still think vampires have to sleep during the day. Like it's not
What realistic?
Well, like in Vampire Diary, not Vampire Diary, it's the other one. Shit, what was the companion one? Either Vampire Diaries or the other one that I can't fucking remember. They actually put a bad guy inside of a container, the metal container things, and then like put him into the fucking ocean. And the thing was
Yeah.
like, yeah, they locked him up in the chair and they're like, bye, we'll never have to deal with you again. And like he would just basically drown and then come back to life because he's a vampire.
Yeah.
And then just live that over and over and over and over again until eventually not having any blood would,
That just puts him into torpor, right? So he's still.
he's gonna come out fucking batshit crazy.
They did that in the movie with Charlize Theron. What was that movie? The Order.
I'm only
Oh.
29, Joe.
It's a new movie. It just came out. It's based on the comic books from the guy from the White Stripes.
It's been a hot minute.
The Old Guard.
since-
The Old Guard. That's the
Oh.
movie. The main bad guy
I have
that
not
they set
seen
up
it.
for.
I was
Yeah. Okay.
I was talking more about Vampire the Masquerade, not other vampire stuff, but like the whole thing about that is I have no idea what I was gonna say.
I think yes. The answer to that question is yes. Vampires require oxygen.
No.
Because they require food. And if humans aren't around,
So the thing is about that is so if we want to go by, oh hey, they have to get out of the water to eat people,
they can
then
eat
yes,
fish.
they need oxygen for the eating of people because people need oxygen.
Yeah, and also
So
it has to be
indirectly-
alive blood, right? And
Yeah.
the only reason why blood is alive is because the oxygen attached to it.
Right, because they can get very sick from eating corpses and stuff like that.
Yeah,
So it
no,
has
no,
to be
no.
blood that's pumping. So indirectly, they do require oxygen because it has to be oxygenated blood.
Leave it to this fucking group to get this scientific.
wait a minute.
But yes.
It got real deep.
But if it needs to be pumping, blood bags wouldn't work. But they
No.
do.
The
It's-
blood is still technically oxygenated.
Okay.
Because
okay.
in theory, blood bags technically have to keep moving.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, this got too deep, too real. Thanks, Brittany. Okay. If your characters would give a piece of advice about life, what would it be?
Oh, you don't want my
Lindsay
advice.
says, "Don't get married."
I don't think you want advice from any of us. Maybe
No, you
Basil.
don't.
Maybe Basil. Basil's probably the. No,
Aw,
you
thanks.
don't want any of her.
Thanks,
advice.
simp. Oh my god. Rude.
What's the advice that Lucian would give?
I think the thing that he lives by is don't trust anyone.
Yeah, we're gonna break that wall.
Good luck.
Lindsay
He has a
will-
long storied
Lindsay
history
will
of
break through
broken
that like
trust.
the Kool-Aid man.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah!
yeah!
Oh no, you better fucking fix that wall before Lucian gets home. He's gonna be pissed.
What do you care anymore?
That's what
Hey,
I'm
it's
saying.
half of my assets. It's half my ass.
What about Stasia? What piece of advice would she have?
Beer
Don't trust
before
a man.
liquor, never sicker. Liquor before beer, in the clear.
Okay, Basil.
Wow, hard to beat that one, Stasia. Take whatever you can while you're alive. Don't hesitate, because then one day you're going to be fucking dead and you can't.
Yeah, see the sun.
Yes.
So I
Never
like how,
never hit the same place twice.
so Lindsay's was don't get married. Lucian's was don't trust anyone. Stasia was like, hey, liquor rules. And then fucking Basil's just like, hey, become a thief. Why not just try?
Seize the day.
He said seize the day.
He did.
Or
he
die
said-
regretting the
no,
time
no.
you lost.
All right, A7X.
His whole thing was take everything. Was the first thing that came out of Kaz's
Take
mouth.
everything you can while you're still alive. See, you're just
Give
misquoting
nothing back.
with no. Damn it! We're gonna get demonetized.
So we also have. Do any of the rule books have kind of the biology of
I
vampires?
believe that there is a separate book for that I have seen before from Vampire the Masquerade.
Don't know if it's come out for 5e yet.
Yeah.
I know that they. So the thing is about Vampire the Masquerade is they are very, very lore heavy. If you
Mhm.
look at my books, I have 4 of them. And there is so much stuff in those books about life and the pursuit of happiness, I guess.
Unlife.
Unlife.
pursuit.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you have
Um,
just a random question, it's probably in there. It's crazy.
More than likely, especially as they have more books come out. So like the big one here is the actual book, and then it has everything about the Anarchs, Camarilla, and then the last one is called The Fall of London, which is actually a module book. I like to collect books for like game systems that I like. I don't. I
All
don't.
my shinies.
All I know about vampires from Bloodlines, the game. So
Yeah.
the thing is about Bloodlines, the game, is this is just the tabletop version of that.
It ages pretty well, actually.
Yeah.
Just telling you.
Because
you know.
of kindred stuff.
What? Put down your pun.
Aw.
I'm gonna call you out too. So Bloodlines, it's the same, basically the same. Not basically, they are the same company that makes these tabletop game and the video games. And they take lore and just like basically interweave all of it together. Which is really cool. Like it is so fucking cool that is a thing that this company is doing. Honestly, I think Vampire might be my favorite gaming system right now. It's not one that I get to play in a lot, but it is one that I thoroughly enjoy.
The system itself is very well designed. Like the mechanics are very. Once you figure out how to use them, they're very role play. I think it's called the storytelling system, isn't it?
Say what now?
These mechanics that they use, they call it the storytelling system. It's very role play geared, and less
I don't know
mechanical.
what it's called. It is. I feel like. So here's the thing: is I feel like any game could be less mechanical if you have the right group. So
That's a fair argument, yeah.
We see that in Altered Carbon. Like I am very story driven, not as much into like the actual rolling of dice, and that's part of it is because I'm still learning how to play that game. This game was like, oh hey, here's how you fill out the character sheet, and this is how many dice you roll. Like it was very clear and easy to pick up, I felt like, anyway. But yeah, yes.
Yes.
Guys always need to go in the stall to keep up the masquerade. Then
Oh, unless you're grabbing a bite, you don't gotta
go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Vampires don't pee or poo unless you're gonna grab somebody and shove them into a porta
Yeah,
potty.
crying is horrifying.
Yeah, you cry blood tears. That's
One
fun.
of the reasons why Basil's OnlyFans is just tasteful nudity and cars.
What?
What? Yeah, hold on.
They have pills for that.
They're in the chat.
Oh, because your dick is not working? Is that what's happening?
There's blush of life. What the fuck? Ah!
Basically,
Daddy, no.
I ain't wasting my points on Blush of Life. I want to punch someone through the wall. And there's the brew coming out.
Put it back
I've never
in.
done that. Put it back in.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Stand you guys.
So I have to clip things now. Hold on.
No, you do not.
Oh yes, I do.
Don't you dare.
I'm gonna do it.
Just gonna clip you.
Wink.
So that's a scary wink.
Vampire dick.
Clipping is
Yeah, I
a
guess
Bethesda
it-
feature.
Yeah, I guess it would be bloody pee, huh?
I'm only if they had to pee. Yes.
Could you imagine like having to pretend like doing the blush of life to go pee, and then like the person next to you is just like, "Oh, dude, you need to go get that shit down."
It's just my kidney stones. It's fine.
So that's the thing, though, is there's absolutely no reason for you to be in a bathroom unless you're trying to eat them. So don't pretend like you're gonna pee. Just knock the bitch out and feed.
That is one misconception that I had during the early games. Apparently, only the, what is it, La Sombra? No, that's not right. Is it?
Yeah.
La Sombra?
Yeah.
Yes.
The ones that don't show up on camera.
Yeah, they're the only ones that don't show up on camera and don't show up in mirrors. Apparently, everybody else has a reflection, and I was not.
Sorely wrong. Yes.
Yes, I was sorely wrong on that
It's okay.
assumption.
So, but that's the thing, though, is because they take things from all different types of vampire lore. They pick out what each clan basically represents. So you have the ones that are vampire, like Dracula based. You have the ones that are the Nosferatu. They're literally named after that vampire. And then you have the La Sombra that are terrifying.
Shadow, Sombra, Shadow.
I honestly wish that I had played a La Sombra at
I
times.
wanted to play La Sombra, but it just reminded me too much of Rogue stuff. And I'm like, I really gotta stop with the Rogue shit right now.
Understandable.
And then I played a character who's basically Rogue.
There we go. Sorry. Go ahead. I fixed it. Lance or Kaz, whoever's typing Discord in the thing. I
It's dummy.
didn't have the bot up, but I got it fixed. It's up now.
Oh, for the Discord stuff. Got it.
It's fixed. It'll never have little bots ever again.
Bots have been acting a little fucking.
Yeah.
The Pokebot, just really inappropriate timing.
So good at it.
I know.
I was gonna play with Lestramber too, but I could only figure out the balsa wood. The bachata.
Market, cat, market. She like heavily threw those down.
I would like to see you do the bachata. I would welcome that.
Are you what?
Some Puerto Rican shit. Don't worry about it.
Yep. Remember, I can't handle spices, so
It's not a food.
You
it's a
take me in
dance.
just fine.
It's fine.
take what just fine?
What? Yeah.
So vampire, Nerd Asylum by night, right? That's a
Yeah,
thing.
what about it? Yeah. uh-huh.
Yeah, that's a thing we do on Mondays
So,
sometimes.
what questions do you guys have for each other?
I have one for you all.
Oh, okay.
What's your favorite holiday?
Lucian likes Halloween.
I think it's a known fact that Lindsay should have been born on Halloween.
I bet you don't know
Considering
why
you-
Lucian likes Halloween though.
Bought a haunt.
Because he gets to be himself and nobody looks twice.
He's
Why
a
does
hermit
Lucy
anyway.
like Halloween?
Because Basil uses costumes on his OnlyFans.
That should have been the first thing. Does Basil put his dick in a box? What's happening?
We
No,
talked
that's-
about
that's
this already.
Christmas.
Yeah, we've already. Oh,
Losing my
geez.
mind. Yeah, that one's for Christmas. Big bows. Big bows.
You know what they say
Dancing
about
with
big bows?
Just Justin Timberlake.
Big presents. A lot of wrapping
That was-
paper.
That was so innocent. I love it. I love you, Vampire Kitty.
What is Stasia's favorite holiday?
Stasia does not like holidays. Probably New Year's because
Because she has to work them all.
She gets to be fucked up as she wants, and nobody gets to judge her about it. So,
What about Christmas?
so Stasia grew up in foster care and on the streets. So she just does not really like those kinds of things. Makes her feel awkward.
It was all Lucian's fault. Too.
That was a notification. What was that?
Oh, we got
welcome.
Follow. Thank
Wel-
you.
Welcome to the
Yes.
Nerd Asylum.
Welcome.
Looking at the clans, Ventru seems like an interesting clan, but I feel like they might starve. That's because of the clan Bane is you have to have like a specific type of blood. And while it's not blood type, Lucian has made that a point for Stasia. AB positive or nothing else.
Yeah.
AB positive.
$1 million.
Over
There's no difference in the blood.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. But
I'm sure there
Lucian is a
is different
fucker.
tastes to
It's
it.
called cocaine.
Okay, you're right. I was getting to that. That is Stasia's preferred food.
AB positive is supposedly the rarest blood type, yes. So that's why it was.
It's
AB
just for
positive.
clout. It's just for clout for
I think it's a negative. AB
It's- it's
negative.
Is it?
negative.
Okay.
Yes, AB negative. Stasia prefers her food to be on some sort of substance. So she is also a scene queen as well. She likes the blood from that
Her-
particular scene.
Yeah, but it's not scene queen that it is, because scene queen is you have to be a part of the same subculture.
Well,
Yeah, I
she
don't think
is.
that's a clan bane for you. I think that's just a preference.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
But being a Ventru, I literally can't drink blood that's not of a certain quality or a certain thing, or I vomit it up, which is
Funny
why I have
story,
that
yes.
bag.
That's what, but Lucian would not be able to tell the difference if she got one AB negative from a poor person or a rich person.
Right.
Exactly. Yeah.
But no, that is pretty funny. I'm from Florida, so
Stasia's from Florida? Is that what we're
no,
talking about?
God, she's born and raised in Hilligdom.
Ah, same.
You mean born?
Well, she was born and then born. Stasia is so wood harvesting all the homeless folks with that not rich noble folks. I have a special deal for you, buddy. Actually, that's really funny. She kind of does. She did that's how she kind of got around getting Lucian the blood, because of her connections with people that are already on the streets. She did coerce a person working at a blood bank. She blackmailed him to get blood. Oh yeah, Stasia did a lot of shit to get Lucian the things that he needed or wanted, really.
Which is really a shame because Lucian really didn't need or want any of that stuff.
No. And she knew it, but she took it as a personal challenge.
As she does.
You're not gonna win. I'm gonna win. As she cries in the corner. Taking another fucking spur sack.
So what was everybody's biggest like oh shit moment?
Probably the end of season 1.
That was a pretty big one.
Yeah.
When fucking Stasi's just like, yeah, I keep getting these notes. What? Oh yeah, it tells me to go to this asylum. Are you fucking kidding me? So a lot of that last episode of season 1 was like, oh shit. And honestly, the fact that we didn't kill Eric then, but I felt like,
I mean, I tried. Y'all wouldn't let me.
Yeah.
so the whole thing with that was Lindsay was like, I am not, after all the bullshit that we went through, going to be murdered by the cam because we killed this guy. Because at that point we wouldn't have had like any proof that it had been him kind of situation.
Yeah, exactly.
And that is a problem.
Gideon was right there the whole time. He knew exactly what was going on.
Okay, number 1 rule from Lucian, don't trust anyone.
Yeah, he was the one who tattled on us anyways.
Yeah, and I wanted to hand deliver that bitch, and then he got away. And that's on the cam's fault. Not my fault. Not our fault. The cam.
Yeah, there's going to be some interesting fallout, I think, in season 2 between the La Sombra sheriff and the prince, because
tensions are high.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Between that and all this like Gehenna War and all that stuff that's been, between the La Sombra and the cam.
Yeah.
Like some shady shit happened.
Yes, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm interested to see. Also, the other biggest oh shit moment was Carol being Eric.
That was wild.
I figured it out at some point before like the big reveal when I was like, the limp, hold on a second. But I just couldn't put together like the why part. It was like, I don't know the why, because it's like, somebody's going after me. It has nothing to do with me. So why would he be doing this? And then being right.
Well, and that's the other thing as well, is I also noticed that something wasn't right, but didn't know what it was to actually like pinpoint, like, hey, maybe I should stop this. Thank fuck James was there. Because if James hadn't been there, we would have watched Carol die, and I don't know how I would have handled that. I feel like Lindsay probably would have just gone home and never been seen from again.
I think my oh shit moment was Lucian revealing that he's the one who killed Stasia's father. Me as a player had definitely probably like game 2. I was like, this bitch. Yeah, but when it was confirmed, it was just like, oh no. I'm gonna punch him.
And she did more than
and
once
she
that
did.
episode.
She did.
If
He
you
deserved
missed,
it.
If you've missed any of these episodes, you can find them on our website, the Nerd
And on our YouTube as
and
well.
on our YouTube.
Yeah, becoming a vampire daddy. That was not planned. Like, yes, Lucian approached Basil, but like we didn't talk about this out of game really. I was just like, well, it's not gonna come up soon. And then like to myself,
I had plans
game.
for Stasia to become Kindred, like maybe like a couple episodes in. Was the original plan. I was more expecting Lucian to do it. So the fact that it was Basil was a godsend.
I'm interested to see, like, I'm really excited to see like the power play kind of come out with just that whole situation.
Yeah, like it's interesting because her being Bruja allows her to be more herself. And I could not imagine she would just been miserable being Ventrue. Just
Yeah.
miserable. Like she could play the game, but geez, it'd be really fucking hard for her. It'd be her not being herself.
Yeah. I think the speed of which that happened, because I saw it heading down that path, which is why I started planting the seeds of, hey, Lindsay, would you turn her if I asked you to? Hey, Basil, would you turn her if I asked you to? Because
after she explicitly said, don't fucking do it, like, hey,
So
it's been on my mind just in case, you know, all these ghoul things. Like, if that happens, don't fucking do it. Just let me die. Do not resuscitate. And he's like, okay, but not really.
I didn't do it. Somebody else did it. That was his whole thing. So
Typical Lucian.
the episode where you had asked Lindsay and Star had to be like, hey, look at your character sheet. I did forget that Lindsay has a thing that she will not turn anybody.
it makes sense with her character, too.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you went silent.
Very traumatic experience for her.
Yeah. Yeah.
But-
Pistacia and Lindsay did have their bonding moment. I
Yep,
was gonna say
that-
in the shower, but
it-
What?
Stasia was in the shower. That's also Patreon content you can check out as well.
Is it? Did we?
Is
actually
it? I
post
don't
it?
actually.
I don't know if we actually
remember.
posted it. I don't.
Too
think we
spicy
did.
for Patreon, huh?
It's on our only.
Basil can do this, so can we.
Oh
If Dundee does it, I can do it too.
no! But we there was a lot of things that like we talked about outside of the game, and it wasn't necessarily because we didn't want to like have it in the show. It was just something that like, oh, we had a little bit of downtime. Here's what we want to do. Sometimes it became a huge thing, like Lindsay learning how to shoot a gun from Mama Tish. Honestly, if you guys aren't a patron, you need to go look at that. That was a fun.
Yeah.
That was a ride.
It is a ride.
Yeah, I can't. I keep imagining it like being like a paintball field, but with guns.
Yeah.
What about you, Basil? What was your oh shit moment?
I already answered that. When I became
Oh
a
yeah,
daddy.
daddy.
Big strong vampire daddy.
My vampire daddy. And my ex-vampire daddy.
He's still dealing with being a father.
Hey, he's doing great.
Eh.
Is he?
Yeah. Look at Stasia. She's doing great.
It takes a village, is all I'm
Get out
going
of
to
here.
say.
Get out. Get out.
Get out, lesbian.
Get the
Fuck
fuck
you.
out.
You
yeah. You
don't take
fucking
any
old
credit.
man.
I'm not. I'm giving all the credit to Lindsay and Basil.
What was your oh shit moment, Joe?
I have put some things together as a player that I'm not sure I am allowed to discuss on stream.
Oh my, that is an after dark moment where we will talk about that later.
Like things that are going to come out in the later.
I think
Seasons?
so, yes. Because of Lucian's past, which some of it has come out, but some of it is still buried in the dirt in the basement and hasn't come out yet.
I
And
really don't want to go down there.
because of that, I think I know
do.
some of the things that we're heading towards. And when I made that connection, and it was recent, it was like, I think it was the second episode of season 2.
How many episodes have we been in? 3?
Well, I think this would have been 4.
Yeah. And we're not coming back for another
2 weeks.
2 weeks. Yeah. And even then, not all of us are coming back.
Hey, I'm not apologizing. I'm
Side
going to see Incubus.
adventures? I don't know what that is.
You don't know what Incubus
It's
is?
really
Like the
seriously?
band?
Yeah.
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 Fuck yeah!
That's the only reason I'm not going to be here.
Oh, hi, Star.
Boo, bitches.
Are you home?
It's a work.
If you're home, you should join us.
I can make arrangements. Move boxes, yeah. Hop in here.
I'm back, baby. Get your ass in here.
Yeah, get in here. Aw, she's about to drive.
Oh,
Boo.
that hoe.
Being safe. Boo.
Boo.
No,
It's
drive
fine.
safe. You can listen.
Yeah. Yeah,
Drive. Don't drive like Stasia.
Jesus, no.
Hey, we're already
That's-
fucking dead.
Oh
That's the
my
best
God.
part about it.
I now know who it was on the highway that stopped right in front of my mother. It was fucking Stasia.
Hit me, bitch! Stasia's definitely in the I'm dead and I can't die,
I love it.
so
Uh,
she's enjoying her young vampire years. Let her be.
no, absolutely not.
No.
You're like
Needs
3
counseling.
weeks-
I would say she needs therapy, but
Oh yeah, that's another thing that Lucian keeps doing.
killing my therapist.
I think that was also confirmed, yes.
I think you need to talk to Gideon. Maybe he can be your therapy.
I don't know that that's a good idea.
Yeah, I don't think that's a good idea either. I'll talk to Victor. I
He's
ship
not
it.
gonna- That's a terrible idea.
I ship it.
I don't.
I ship it. It's my head.
All the more reason, if you ship it, all the more reason not to take your therapeutic problems to Victor.
Yeah.
What? Victor would be so reasonable and rational. That's even a word.
Unhealthy.
What? He's alive.
I don't know. Do you really? I mean, murder or horny? I think you're gonna have to fight Lucian for Victor.
Really? You want my vampire daddy? You want my fucking wannabe best friend?
Just saying.
Ian's just gonna take
Yeah.
everything from Stasia.
Well, fucking, that's new. Took my dad. Took my box.
No, we don't have that kind of relationship.
Joseph. Oh boy. Yeah, I cannot wait to figure out what's in that box. Like, what the fuck that's all about. Which really makes me mad that you waited until after I died to fucking tell me about it.
It never came up.
I mean, she literally said it 100 times. Like,
Oh.
oh, I'm looking for this box. It was in your possession.
There's a reason he didn't say anything about it. He didn't want her to know that he's the one that killed her dad. I mean, how else would he have acquired the box? I mean, he could have lied about it too, I guess. It's not like...
I mean, that's not new for him.
Yeah, you're right.
Hold on.
Or
Is
or
that how he got a
Lucian-
hold of the box?
Here's a thought. Honesty.
Joseph.
Lucian, identity theft
Integrity.
isn't a joke.
What was that? You took the box from my dad?
Well,
Wasn't that already confirmed?
wait, hold on.
No. He said that it came into his possession. He didn't say where he got it from.
I mean, I would have assumed that it came from his dad because he literally came to the shop to kill Lucian, and then Lucian killed your papa and then had the box.
I imagine that he went and got the box.
Why would he have even gone looking for something?
Because
like that?
Stasia tries to see the best in Lucian, and that's just...
She really does.
That's not...
She
You really shouldn't
really
at this
does.
point.
Yeah, it's kind of an issue. You would say she has daddy issues or something.
Don't see it. Wouldn't know.
Identity theft is not a joke.
What? Whose identity am I stealing? I don't know.
Joseph Timmis.
No.
Is his name even Lucian? I mean,
Is his name even Lucian?
Wrong character.
I mean, technically, not even Lindsay's name is Lindsay Havoc.
What?
It's Lindsay fucking.
Is it fucking?
No,
Lindsay F. Havoc.
no, it's not.
It's Poland, right? Because you're not married.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I made the mistake of putting that on the first episode. Lindsay Poland.
Technically, so her stage name is Lindsay Havoc, which is something that she had stuck with for a long time until the incident happened. And then she got married, and it was Lindsay Ashford, which I'm assuming that those documents are probably correct. So her last name is probably still Ashford, even though her marriage license isn't correct. I don't know. I don't know how marriage works. I know you have to change your name though.
Yeah, and
You don't have to. And
I know.
Knowing
I think it's a
Nicholas,
separate
he probably
process.
didn't eat. Yeah, it's a separate process. You have to do it with the SSN people. And that being said,
Yeah.
knowing Nicholas, he probably didn't actually fucking do it. So.
True. So she's probably Lindsay.
And since she
Poland.
hasn't really done anything as far as finances or any sort of business stuff, who's going to stop her?
Anastasia's life, obviously, stealing her bestie daddy. Oh, yeah, identity theft of Anastasia. Yeah.
I mean,
not stealing her identity, just everything that belongs to her. She's
Kind of
not-
did steal her identity when she had to be a whole different person for you. Hiding underneath something so she can take her drugs. Shit, Lucian's gonna be up in a second. Oh yeah, let's do this.
I mean, he was trying to get you off the drugs. I don't know that was...
Very counterproductive there.
Speaking of names,
Now you don't have to worry about it.
about names.
I see that on the stream, Lucian is under Dr. Lucian. If Basil were to become ordained minister, can I get Reverend Basil as my title?
Yeah, I mean, I can put whatever
So,
whatever you
the
want on
thing
there.
Yes.
is Joseph did that specifically to fuck with all of us. Like he literally, even in like our intro movie, he has Doctor
Yeah.
Lucian
Hey,
Sago
I worked very hard
to make this fake doctorate on
to
the
get
internet.
Oh, it
my
looks so
Stanley J.
good.
Bennett University. This certifies that Dr. Lucian Visago has successfully completed the required course of study approved by the Board of Education for the state of New York and is therefore awarded this mythology and occult studies doctorate.
Fucking love this coterie. Doctor.
It's a fucking doctorate. I worked hard for this.
You worked
All right,
hard
well,
on Photoshop for that. I get
Next
it.
episode.
He didn't even know how to
See what happens.
Photoshop.
Dazia did it for you.
Lucian didn't Photoshop it. Lucian got it. I Photoshopped the doctorate. It's not a real doctorate. I am not a doctor, but Lucian is. Lucian did. He went to school and he taught at a school, and he is very smart when it comes to mythology and occult stuff. What did we switch? What happened?
Wait.
Something flashed.
Wait. Are you sure it's not just the lights behind you flashing?
It could be. Everything looks fine on the stream.
Yeah,
Lucian.
everything's
You
chill.
taught.
At,
Taught students.
at Stanley J. Bennett University, yes.
How many of them did you eat?
Oh God. Only the rich ones.
Only the bad ones? The ones that didn't show up to your class so no one know they're missing?
Must have been a high dropout rate.
Lucian has always been very snooty with his food. Extra snooty when Stasia was around because, he could boss her around and tell her what kind of stuff. But he's always been very picky with his food. And he likes his food. He doesn't like to hunt because hunting makes him feel like an animal, makes him feel like he's giving in to the beast, which is why he opened up the shop. As he was teaching, the students would come to him. As he has a shop, people come to him. So he doesn't have to go out and hunt.
He just lured them in. All right.
Yeah, the food comes to
Yeah.
him. You look surprised by this. I don't understand. At this point, you should expect these kind of things from Lucian.
Yeah.
No! Because Lindsay
I mean, eventually he had to stop because, Stasia was kind of getting on to him about being kindred.
Lindsay wants to believe that there's good in everybody still. And it's really bad that she believes that because she has been through fucking hell.
Again, intent and action are two different things. So there might be some good intent sometimes behind some of Lucien's stuff, but that doesn't define how he behaves. Like, he's still an asshole. He still does bad things.
Yeah, I know.
Because you could be perfectly intended to do good, and then it still ends up destroying the world or whatever, you know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the road to ruin was paved in good intentions.
Yeah, that whole saying.
Yeah. Don't worry, we'll make a good man out of you eventually. Over my dead body.
Penmanship counts or else.
Right? All essays have to be done in cursive. Handwritten. No computers.
Yeah, especially back then, because he wouldn't have had any idea how to use that new stuff.
Oof.
It-
Right?
I mean, he was around when it was invented and as things came, but he would have been very slow to grasp on to that kind of stuff, which is why he had Stasia around. He didn't have to worry about the internets and computers and emails, and which is
And that's
why
a
the website looked
thing
really
with
bad.
Kindred. Yeah, they have a hard time keeping up with technology and like the constant.
Well, it's
shift
because
of-
it can break the masquerade.
Yes.
If depending on what you put out there in the world. Also, if you have a Facebook for the next 10,000 years.
I mean, you just got to be smart about it. Jeez. Yeah, Lucien, you can't open up these emails. You just can't, okay? All right? This doesn't even look like a real email. Stop it.
Obviously, it's a real email. It sent it to my email address.
Oh,
no,
no.
Lucien, no. This is.
Look, we can get these at 50% off. These watches look awesome.
I need to get a VPN.
You also have one that's just like, grow your dick.
Lucien, why is this on your computer? It's dickspin.com.
I don't know. There was a little advertisement next to Basil. I clicked on it. Sorry.
Screaming, internal screaming.
Lord. We're having a lot of awkward silences, guys.
What
Just rubbing my eyes.
what is your expectations for this season, for the rest of the season? Like, what would you like to see by the end of the season?
We're gonna find out what actually happened to Lindsay. I have a feeling, because I've already told Star what I want to do when we come back, when the full coterie comes back, and you're gonna see Lindsay a little pissed.
Lindsay going
We've seen
brouhaha.
her. We've seen her a little pissed.
Oh no, way worse. It's gonna be interesting.
Trying to imagine Lindsay being way worse, but okay.
Lindsay's been very nice for a vampire, for a kindred. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Lindsay is like the quintessential, like, you're a kindred? Like, why are you so nice to everyone all the time?
She's been locked inside of a house for 4 years.
That's true. I'm excited to see, because Star has set up this spider web of things where the coterie is not working towards the same goals right now. And I'm looking forward to seeing how that plays out in season 2.
It's gonna be interesting. I really want to know what Star has planned, because currently it's been a lot of, hey, here's a little bit of this that you guys might have to do, a little bit of this that you guys might have to do. We've gotten more about what happened to Lindsay before she was a kindred, which is kind of cool now. She also got a box. I'm waiting for your 2 boxes to show up. And
That's on the OnlyFans.
Yep.
But only for the
But-
next month or so.
And Christmas.
and Christmas.
Yeah. Thing in a box.
Are you? If we have a Christmas episode, is Basil actually gonna like lay under the tree with his dick in a box?
You said it,
on
not
his head.
me.
In search of therapist for kids.
Shit my friends say during campaigns.
Oh, yeah, this is going to be good because I know Lucian has been
Badly
guided.
manipulating people.
Well, yeah, that too. But this time it's not of his own accord. This time he's going to have to do this in order to appease Samuel, which he doesn't like anyway, but because... And
I
I know you guys
honestly
want to
thought-
save her, but we'll see how that goes. Yeah.
You're gonna die.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like, we have conflicting goals, and this is gonna really test our coterie and see what happens in season 2 between us all and how it resolves. You know, am I gonna have to figure
Oh
out
my
some
God.
other way to accomplish Samuel's thing without tearing up the coterie, or are we gonna split and not be a coterie anymore? I mean, that's not the first
it really
time it's
just
happened.
depends on how much communication Lucian gives to everybody on his intentions.
He's already
Yeah,
he's
get
already
some
started.
You.
He's
Yeah, well,
already
that's-
started. Last episode when he was setting up his haunt date with
Wasn't a date.
Danielle? No, not Danielle. What's her name?
Diana?
Diana.
How dare you?
He knows that Diana is like the little, so he's trying to get an avenue that way, and he's not telling everybody what's going on. So he's already started down that same path of like lying and manipulating to get what he wants.
Have we established that Lucian does not have a clone of Lindsay's phone anymore?
Yes, that has been established.
Okay. Cause I know what Lindsay's gonna do if she finds out you're doing shit like that.
Nope, I don't have any tape. Sorry. It's 10:20. You should be in bed anyway. Go to bed. School night. Sorry.
Dad stuff.
Yeah, Stasia, go to bed. It's school night.
You're not my real vampire daddy.
And you should be thanking me for that every single night. Could you imagine yourself as a Ventrue? Exactly. You're welcome.
I feel like that conversation comes up and Lindsay's just like the John Travolta in Pulp Fiction, just like
Basil in skimpy Santa outfit, Lucian in reindeer.
Stasia holding a hose.
Lindsay's not there because she decided she needed to go to a classier place. Hanging out with Gray.
Hey.
Classier. We're classy.
You don't want to hang out with our Christmas party?
I feel like you would walk in, like Lindsay would walk in, see what was happening, and then be like, I gotta go.
Stasia chasing them with a fucking garden hose. I'm yelling.
Yeah, Lindsay,
Cameras going off and flashing.
Lindsay would definitely be like, oh, I'm gonna go see Tony. Goodbye.
Could you imagine our fucking neighbors just like, what is with them? How often has the cops been called on us for
We have
yelling?
neighbors, like
Technically,
I
not
feel
like
kinda.
residential neighbors.
I feel like
The monkey.
That's not a neighbor. That is a
He lives
intruder.
Roommate.
Intruder. Oh my god, it was my husband that said, God, I'm gonna kick his ass.
Yeah, it was your husband. Your sweet, beautiful husband that we love so very much.
Love you, Lance. Yeah, I can't wait to go to church.
Can't wait for you to burst into flames in church.
I'm not gonna burst into flames.
You have fun with that.
All
I
right.
imagine Stasia being like Crowley in Good Omens.
Yeah.
I see her more like in Hocus Pocus, where she's like on the road where they're just like, and then they jump on it, and it's like, oh yay, because they thought it was a river.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Stasia is very religious.
I
She's
think of it
excited
more
to go
like
back.
what we do in the shadows where they're sitting in the pews and they catch fire. They're crying blood because it hurts so much.
Oh God, no. She'll be fine, guys. It's not a big deal. She's gonna go there at nighttime.
I really hope that Star starts that episode with you catching on fire in the church.
She already said that it wasn't gonna happen.
Damn it, Star.
That is still a fear in Stasia's mind, though. That's why she's been so hesitant to go back.
We should put it up to a vote.
Should Stas? Oh, the reason you don't burst into flames there is because it's not a real church.
Oh my gosh, right? Oh no, it's like some bad freaking
also Star.
They also got ordained online.
It's human trafficking or something in the background, and Stasia just looks crazy, just killing everybody at the church, comes back covered in blood, like, oh my God, what happened? I thought you said you were going to church. I did.
Doesn't that mean the church is a front for vampires? Yes.
Could be. We don't know. Guess we'll find out.
Star also said that she doesn't recall saying that you wouldn't burst into flames there.
That's still an opportunity.
Oh. I do.
Well, she doesn't. And she's the storyteller, so I think it's her.
Well, glad we're going at night. That's what I want. All the Catholics in there. That's how you get religion to believe. Person coming in there bursting into flames.
That's how you get the Second Inquisition on your ass.
You know what? It'll be fine.
Stasia's gonna come back and just straight have every vampire slayer there. Buffy will be there.
Aw.
Fucking Blade will be there.
Do you know my dad? Do you know my dad? Do you know my dad?
Somehow Bruce Campbell is there.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan's gonna be there.
The Winchesters show up, just everybody, and we're just
I'm actually okay with that.
They had some rifles named after them.
Does he reject Satan? Presents cross. Yeah. Really excited to play again. Thanks. Sad that it's not going to be for another 4 weeks.
Oh, you guys are playing in 2 weeks, aren't you?
I'm not. No.
That's right. You're not, because you have Dragon Con.
Yeah, because you're gonna be gone, and Stasia's trying to drag me to church.
Take me to church.
Yeah, I have to get up early the next day and drive back to Ohio.
Yeah, sorry about Ohio.
I like
Sorry about
all of you.
Same. We're gonna send you a sympathy card.
Yeah, sorry you live in Ohio. No, I really look forward to working with Victor again. I ship it.
He's not going to be looking forward to seeing you.
What? We're good friends.
You are a kindred. He is a werewolf.
It's not my fault.
He doesn't give a fuck.
I think he'll empathize.
He's gonna be like, ugh.
Yeah, she's gonna be like, ew.
You're nasty.
You're nasty.
You're nasty.
I just want to be friends with Victor.
Victor's supposed to go on a haunting thing with me, and that's what I want to see in season 2. Victor, Diana, and Lucien on a haunt.
Lindsay in the shadows fucking with them.
Stasia too.
Basil can come as well.
I want to come behind Lucien and just dig my claws into his shoulders.
Right. So that's the thing, is Lucien is a little shit who got freaked out at a fake haunt. And now he's like, I want to go ghost hunting. Herp-de-derp. We still have to go back to the dive because Lindsay said
the last time you went ghost hunting, your ghoul died, bro. You're not really good at this.
That wasn't ghost hunting. That's not why we were going there.
I mean, pretty sure you were excited about it.
Let's go.
He was excited about going to the dive because it was also baby haunted.
That's how you get Lucien to go anywhere if you're not sure.
It might be haunted. Okay, I'll go.
I have Sense the Unseen now, and I have all the equipment. I have an EVP recorder. I have an EMF detector. I have all the stuff that I need to find ghosts. A thermal
All the
camera.
stuff?
Yeah, I have a thermal camera. I downloaded a ghost radar on my phone. All by myself. Stasia didn't have to help. And Basil bought it. It's a premium edition.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah. Actually, Basil didn't buy it. He used your card. You bought it.
Basil clicked the button to buy it.
I clicked buy.
Yeah, Lucine couldn't have been bothered to pay that much for an app.
And
But he
I have a
did.
sledgehammer, so if there's bodies in the walls, we can,
What? No.
Oh my god, what?
Yep, I'm so
We're
down for
not
this now.
God,
No,
that's so
we're not
good.
sledgehammering the dive, you fuckhead.
be gay, do crime.
Would you
No.
notice it though?
And
in
ghost.
dive?
Yes. How dare you?
It's a
You know,
dive.
in-
it's part of the culture.
In like 1,000 years, the dive blows up.
It's not the same dive. It's in a different city.
You don't know.
I know.
mean,
In 1,000 years, it could be.
what if it's all one city in the future? In 1,000 years, it's just one big city.
It's not. And also, it's, I think, more than 1,000 years, honey.
Okay, well, don't ruin my headcanon.
I will always ruin your headcanon because I'm a terrible person.
Maybe it became a chain.
Yeah, the dive
That's
is
what I
a
was
chain,
thinking.
and it's in every city, like I said.
We love you.
So what was the motivation behind your character when you first built them? And how much of that has altered from your original concept throughout season 1 and point 3?
Ooh.
So I will tell you that Lindsay has not changed. She was always supposed to. So she started out with, what if a vampire had a throat injury before they were turned? Like, does it carry over? And Star and I talked about that. And I went, okay. And then I basically went, well, how did that happen? And went from there. And Lindsay Havoc is who she is now.
Lindsay fucking Havoc.
She's more punchy than I expected, but I think that's a me thing.
I'm just because I know you as Shiloh, I'm gonna say yeah, it's just a you thing.
You'd be surprised because I do have characters that aren't as punchy. I have a fighter that's not as punchy.
What about
She literally-
Stasia?
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry.
I created Stasia specifically to fuck with you, Joe.
Why does that not surprise me?
Hey, thanks for the raid.
Yeah, welcome.
Hey.
But yeah, that was definitely my inspiration, was to how can I counter everything that Joe plans on doing with Lucia?
I love how that was your inspiration and it didn't work out at all.
What are you talking about? I'm still working on it. Yes. Hey, the long game, bro. The long game. Don't worry about it, okay? And how she's changed, I guess obviously now she's more herself. Yeah, more herself, more freely herself. The worries of a bunch of stuff of being human is gone. So she's just kind of like, yeah, I can drive recklessly because I've always wanted to drive recklessly, but I'm too cautious. But now who gives a shit?
I mean, fair, right?
Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah.
Lindsay gives a shit.
Why?
Lord.
Just wake up in the morning. It's not a big deal. Or night, whatever.
Wake up in the morning and feel like
How many, like,
P.
you've never
Diddy.
wanted to die and then just wake up and the next day have it not count?
Lord.
No.
Well, you have never been depressed. So I was like,
I've
wait,
been
I can
really
jump off the
depressed.
building with no consequences?
you still can
let
die.
her go
There
through
are
these things. Let her go through it.
consequences.
She needs to learn that there is consequences with it,
I am
okay?
surprised within like the week that you were a vampire that you didn't go into torpor. Ooh.
Torpor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
torpor. Because the more you do to yourself, the more you are likely to get there.
fine.
It's
Let her have her moments, okay? She's been known to go through her
Let
terrible
her
periods.
die.
Let her die. She wanted it anyways. I mean, no, she had, beforehand, like, she had her drug habits. She got clean for a while, and then the stress of working under Lucian and trying to pretend not to be stressed made it a lot harder. So the lack of sleep and ridiculous requests made her just go back to drugs. And so she liked to pretend that she had a hold on it, but obviously she was getting pretty bad. So it's the life of a drug addict. So it's not like it has changed much now. It's worse now. Someone's gonna have to put their foot down. Looking at you, Vampire Daddy.
Guess I was gonna say it's not gonna be me.
Yeah, she ain't gonna listen to shit Lucian says.
I mean, Lindsay kind of did that in our little Stassi was having a moment.
Yeah.
Lindsay was like, hey, I have literally done everything you have done. So maybe don't.
What about you, Kaz? What was your original concept for Basil, and how has that changed?
I feel like the OnlyFans was a new thing that came about that Kez did not dream of. But you know who did?
Yeah.
Our good,
We were speaking of it
boy.
before we started playing, but here we are.
But not seriously. Like, it was a joke.
That's
then-
where the best
and
content
then-
comes from, baby.
And then Joe, being the man that he is, basically spoke it into existence.
He did, and I wasn't prepared. I broke that. Ooh, you know how we were talking about breaking character, like those times when you couldn't keep it together. I lost my shit. I just,
Yeah.
I was like, my face was down on the desk, and I was so red. I'm like, ooh, this is happening. Okay.
Yep. That is a thing that Joe said to all of us.
I have a problem with Fourth Wall. I'm sorry. I don't even apologize. That was a
You
false.
just did. You
Nope.
always
Yeah.
apologize.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
It was a false apology. I don't.
We talked about this already.
Why?
Actions and intentions. Yada yada.
What about you, Joe?
So, you brought up Buffy earlier. You remember Giles, right?
He is my boy. He is my man. I love Anthony Head.
So I was like, what if Giles was an asshole?
That's kind of the feel
Giles
that I got.
Yeah.
is kind of an asshole.
Personally.
Cat hair in my face. Sorry.
It's not mine.
No, not yours. But yeah, that was the concept. And then when I found out, because Star messaged me about, hey, would you be cool if Cat was your ghoul? And I'm like, well, we got to get together and talk about, lines and veils, because that can be a very, Kindred don't respect ghouls.
Hey, thanks for the raid, guys.
Hey, welcome.
Hey.
Special
Hey.
delivery.
Thanks, guys.
GTR.
Sorry, go ahead, Joe.
No, that's fine. Welcome, Raiders. But yeah, we had to have that conversation because I know the relationship between Kindred and ghouls can be a very stressed relationship, and I didn't want to put Kat in a position where that was an issue between players. So it was a very short conversation, actually. We pretty much pretty much figured out where the lines were real quick, and okay, we won't cross those. And it was interesting to kind of develop that throughout the season and see, where that went. And then he kind of changed from Giles being this like background character into being a character with motivations because of his connections with everyone else.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry about the OnlyFans. Not sorry about the
No, it's hilarious and great, and I love it.
Unexpected, but that happened.
Yeah, it's really like speakers are like really good at having those serious moments, but also then going, "Oh, how's your OnlyFans going, Basil?" But I think we do a good job of trying to balance it. Sometimes we're a little too silly, but it happens because that's just the group we are.
Yeah, I think it's honestly the group. Because I have, as far as like me personally playing games that have been dark themed, none of them touch. Well, Nerd Asylum content as far as dark theme stuff does not touch the level of dark theme stuff that I've played before. Like especially like Call of Cthulhu, which that game was like constantly where I had to remind the other players, like, guys, my character's fucking not okay after what we just did in the sewers. That was traumatic as fuck. And y'all are acting like it's just a regular Tuesday night. And I was the only realistic character there. I was like, I'm not okay, dude. It's not okay. So I played some really dark games before. So as far as like, for me personally, dark scale, this is a lot on the lighter side. And I think it's just because us as a group, and since we've been playing with each other for so long, that yeah, we are pretty silly. We are pretty silly, and I love it though. I do love how we can go from being just like, ooh, this is a really intense moment, to, like you said, like, Basil has your fans only page going, you know?
Yeah.
And I think like having the setting we do and the coterie we do, we like our characters do kind of deal with trauma and a lot of the stuff we've been through by laughing it off and being like, oh, hey,
Yeah.
let's move on.
Yeah, we'll just swallow our feelings, put it in a box, and hide it inside of the piano.
All of our goddamn boxes.
All the boxes. Tiny boxes, little boxes.
Call of Cthulhu investigators need to fuel themselves with whiskey and morphine.
Pretty much. My game is fucking dark. Jeez. Yeah. I cannot wait to see on who She Who Is Coming, what that has to fucking do. Because that keeps kind of being brought up and we kind of just keep not dealing with it.
Well, so part of that is we don't know how to deal with it yet.
Yeah.
And She Who Is Coming is just Lynn
Joseph
coming after
Don't nobody pay him any mind.
I saw Joseph's face. He knows.
I'm not looking at him.
I don't know for a fact what's happening, but
You
again,
have a theory.
I do have a theory, but I'm not sure how much of it I can.
I
Just
honestly think if you think it's going to spoil something, don't say it.
It has a lot to do with Lucian's backstory that hasn't come out yet in game. So I think it'd be better to leave it for in game.
Storyteller said,
yeah, Star said, shut the fuck up.
Yep. Okay.
You even got you didn't
That was a message from God.
You got a Joseph.
Yeah. Don't say a goddamn word. All right. I'm done. Moving on.
So that's the thing, is it seems like Star is very good about laying things out. Like how she came to me and was like, hey, what if Lindsay just, I don't know, gets prophecies now? And I was like, okay. And the whole thing with that is, she asked me that while we were, because I was like, I don't know how to, not that I didn't know how, I was like, I don't know what I should up.
Oh no. We should have a count for every time she does that.
It's possible she could come back. She'll like fast forward and then catch up. Like that.
There you are.
Welcome back.
Hey, buddy.
Hi. My internet is unstable, apparently.
That's okay. So are all we.
Just like this coterie.
I think that was one of the things that Star and I talked about, where she was like, hey, what if Lindsay has prophecies? And I went, cool. Can we make them so that they just come to her at random moments? Like, I don't want to ever have to roll for one of them. I just want them to hit her like a ton of bricks. And I think that's probably what's going to happen as we go forward. She doesn't want them. She's had enough bullshit in her life. But here we are.
Here we are. Here we are.
Here we are. Breaking up with our husbands and having visions.
Yeah.
No big deal.
So everybody that's new, all the raiders in chat, we're doing a Q&A session of Nerd Asylum by Night. So if you have any questions about Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition or our specific show, the Nerd Asylum by Night, go ahead and throw a question in chat. Even if it's something we've already covered, if you're new to the stream, we'll cover it again.
Yep. Tell us what you want to know.
Yay.
I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want.
Tell
Yeah,
us
what
you
about
want.
what are stuff that you guys don't think is going to ever come out in game? Like without, I wouldn't say like without forcing it into game, but like just facts about your character. That's not too spoilery.
Spoilery.
Oh.
English.
It's okay. You speak multiple languages, so you get a pass.
Go ahead, Joseph.
What was the question? I lost my train of thought again.
What is a fact or something about your character that that you don't think would come out in game necessarily, like naturally, like a fun fact or?
Well, okay. I don't know that it's been or would have a reason to come out in game, but it's been kind of alluded to and kind of hints have been dropped here and there. Lucian is definitely Pandemi. Like, there's no limit to who he can be attracted to. It has more
no one
to do.
Is the right answer.
Of course, yeah. He's more attracted to personality types and things like that than he is physical appearance, which is
super not Lucian.
Well, because he's Ventrue, he has these standards that he has to uphold to, which is something he struggles with because throughout the entire time that we've been playing, he's kind of alluded to the fact that he doesn't like being a Ventrue. He hates being a Ventrue. He was embraced by a Ventrue. It wasn't his choice. So he's just kind of forced to play by all these fancy schmancy rules that he doesn't agree with, which is kind of another reason that he's been a hermit his entire life, or unlife. And just kind of stayed inside the shop or the university and made people come to him because he doesn't really like the whole Ventrue thing. So it's not something that he's really ever had to say out loud, or probably wouldn't like just come out and say in the show, but it's definitely something that he's been doing and practicing and expressing throughout the game.
Stassi around.
Oh, she's
super jealous.
She's tried to step in on things before.
Oh yeah, squash that real quick. She's very possessive, low key.
That's not a red flag.
You and Nicholas on the same page.
Now she's just like, you're not good enough for him.
Something that wouldn't come out about Lindsay. There's nothing. Lindsay is an open book.
You know, usually when people say that, they're got a lot of fucking secrets.
She has no secrets.
You stole my line.
I did not.
I told you that. What, episode 2, episode 3, something like that?
No, Lindsay is an open book. But the thing is with open books, you still have to read them. So you have to ask questions. Which was really funny because Joe and I had like in character like chat going for a while, and he asked her something and she was like, yeah, you can ask me anything, I'm an open book. And then you didn't ask a question, and then the epilogue came out, and if people found out that Lindsay has a stash hidden at the dive. And Joe goes, oh, I thought you were an open book.
That's
and
right,
I'm like,
yeah.
You have to ask questions. Like, she doesn't know what you want to know. It's not like she's going to sit you down and go, okay, here's my whole life story from birth to
Stassi
death
is the same
brought
way.
back.
Yeah.
She's not trying. She has nothing to hide except for the fact that she's a kindred. But we all have to hide that or the camel come after us.
Yeah, you can't just hide it anywhere either.
It's called small talk. Jeez. Basil tells everyone his life story. You know, being an Uber driver, he keeps the convos going.
Fine. How did Basil get turned? What's that story? I feel like there's gonna. So you know how
But
people always
The
talk
whole
about,
thing
like,
with the vampires, like, we can't tell stuff about that because we'll get in trouble with the cam.
not with other
Man,
kids.
I'm your vampire baby.
You're not a part of the cam. You're an anarch, so
Yeah, that's true. I'm not part of the can either.
Technically, not even a part of the Anarch, are you, Kaz?
Well,
You're like
yeah.
Anarch adjacent, right?
Anarch adjacent.
We do our own thing.
Anarch adjacent. We do.
I identify as a problem.
Stassi's just taking notes. Got it. I identify as a problem. I'm gonna say that at the next Elysium.
Fine. Basil was doing some things under the law. He got in trouble. He got beaten to the point of almost dying. And then Morticia came in and was like,
Hey,
"Ooh, I'm your savior," basically,
Oh.
and turned him. And he didn't really have a choice.
so none of us were embraced willingly. That's interesting.
Mhm.
I'd be curious to find out if anybody has ever played vampire who was willingly embraced. If any of their if you're in chat and you had a character and you've played Vampire the Masquerade and you have played a character that was willingly embraced, say something in chat now, because I don't know that that's something I've ever seen.
I have a character that actually I do have a character that was embraced willingly.
You do have a character that you've played. Okay.
Not that I've played, I just have one.
Oh, you haven't played it. Just made one. Okay.
I made her recently.
I mean, that counts. That counts.
Yeah. I haven't gotten to play her. I can't wait to play her one of these days. Maybe if we wrap up this, I can play her because it would be fun. But I'm also not going to tell you about her.
There's an NPC that we know that it was willingly embraced, apparently. I can't remember.
It was Samuel. I'm sure it was Samuel.
Fuck that guy.
I don't know if any of us know who would
Doctor.
Sorry.
Well, I think later, the longer Stasia would have stayed with Lucian, she would have eventually wanted to be turned when she was ready.
When
'Cause
she
I think-
was
Yeah,
an
because
old woman at 84.
it's
she
wrong.
wanted to
probably not. No.
So it wasn't Samuel.
Who is it? Star? You tease. Yeah, but
Just waiting.
Presley was
Just
willing-
waiting.
Elvis Presley.
I would also be willingly embraced by Elvis Presley. So.
Yeah, same.
Come on, Star.
Oh, look at that.
He's jumping into the call. Hold on, guys.
This is our storyteller.
Hi, sweet baby Star. We
We
can't
can't hear you.
Give me just a second. We're going to turn this off, and we're going to move the box. Hold on. We'll get you all set up here.
I look
Aha!
terrible, but
Aha! I can hear.
Yay!
Oh, Basil is also gonna be here.
Hey, it's the coterie.
Hey!
Hey.
There we go. I just pulled up to the house.
We can see.
Yeah, you're in the car.
oh my gosh.
So who's the NPC?
I'm gonna let you guys guess a couple more times.
That's bullshit. It's Nicholas.
Actually, I don't know.
I think he would have. He's narcissistic enough.
I would take that. Yeah, that's not
Yeah.
who I was thinking of, but that's a good guess.
Elestra.
Wait,
Oh,
this
she
one
doesn't
goes
know about
here.
this one either.
I
Damn.
forget about Illustra.
Go into your house and look at your goddamn notes.
No, because the cat is hungry and he's going to attack me.
Oh, okay.
Don't harass the storyteller.
Avoid.
This is the Q&A, baby. I can harass her all I want.
A character you guys interact with regularly.
Gideon.
Gideon?
You know,
No.
you guys know
Or
how
not
to
Gideon.
It's
Prada.
Of course it fucking is.
Oh, that man.
I can't line up the boxes. It's fine. We'll just do this. Hold on.
I
know
have
how to do
created
this.
chaos.
Have creative chaos. How dare you?
Typical.
But we're almost done anyway because
Yep,
we only have
where's
like
the thing?
finish minutes.
Epilogue? No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to. A goofier
We'll just do this.
game, and like, yeah, there are serious moments, but we always laugh it off. That's something I love about this game and this group is that we do like sometimes I do wish like we were serious all the time, professional level. Oh my god, I think my cat is going to burst through the fucking
Next
garage door.
game star, the next coterie will be uber serious.
Well, that's the thing is I don't think that we can.
Yeah, I
As
don't think we
people.
can as a group.
There.
I-
We,
I-
we feed off of each other
I
so
believe
much.
That's the thing that I love is that we as a group enjoy playing together so much. And there's just a certain joy that comes from all of us playing together. And I don't want to squash that for the sake of professionalism or whatever. Because it's just I'm happy to be here playing a game with you guys, and that is the core of it whenever I run a game.
I mean,
Look at our stream right now. We're not
sappy.
professional.
No.
There in no way.
Hashtag pro streamer.
and also,
There's
I
no
wanna
way we
say-
qualify.
I want to say that like our vibe of our game is very much like Seattle by Night.
Mhm,
It's not. It's it. We're doing a story, but our characters are sometimes so ridiculous that it's funny.
mhm.
And I think that's okay because that's
Yeah.
because in life everything doesn't have to be serious.
Well, and like, you know, not everyone's story is going to be the same level of dark and serious either.
Yeah, I think our character personalities too are just like that.
My garage light just went off, and now I'm in the dark.
Yeah, you are. Do
The
you
second
have?
thing,
Oh.
the same thing I was gonna say was the reason why I cut Joe off. Was because there was a day he was messaging me like stuff he was filling out in Lucian's backstory and adding on and that kind of stuff. And I stopped and I read it and I messaged him back, have you been looking at my notes? Because something in Lucian's backstory directly lines up with the overarching plot that you guys have only scratched the surface of.
Great.
Oh.
Good job, Joe. So here's the thing though, Star, is you've done that to me. I just haven't like let you know that at all.
Oh, are you talking about an
Because-
altered carbon?
I get so many theories from Star. I get I'll be in the middle of doing something and she'll go, okay, so I was rewatching this and heard you say
No.
this.
No. What keeps happening is I'm like, oh my god, my fucking dream last night.
No, so before you started having dreams though, you were like, is this connected to this? And I'm just like, I guess you'll find out.
I like it when you message Star and you're like, is this that? And then there's no answer, just a smiley face or upside down smiley face.
Yes, I get that. I do that to her now too.
Upside down,
I'm gonna
upside
have to
down
start
smiley
bothering
face.
Star more, yeah.
Oh no, my favorite thing to do to Star though is she's like, I had a dream where this guy was the killer. And I just went, hee. And she goes, but you said it wasn't, right, DB? And I was like, or did I say that to throw you off?
That's because it's my boy.
I feel like I have to run a game now for you fucks so I can do this all to you
Yeah.
guys.
Okay.
in
Look.
return.
Like, we need to complete the circle of DMing. Kat
DMing.
needs to run a game, and Kat needs to run a game.
Oh my god.
I want to ruin everyone's lives too.
Any more questions from any of you guys in the chat or out here? If not, I think we may wrap up. We've had a lot.
Yeah,
of-
that was great.
Lindsay didn't answer the question.
What question?
Random fact.
She doesn't
I know you
have
keep
one.
saying open book.
Yes. Open book.
Well, shit that wouldn't come up in game, like wouldn't naturally.
So I don't know what's not going to come up in game because we are.
That's a shit answer, bro.
No, because we're currently in the story arc where Lindsay is finding out that Nicholas may have had something to do with her.
Well, I don't mean that deep. I mean, like, what's her favorite food, bro, when she was alive or some shit, you know?
Fucking Chinese food.
Her shoe size. I don't know. Some interesting fact.
She wears a size 11 shoe. I don't what.
That's why she can kick ass. Oh!
I mean,
I'll add it. I'm sorry.
Lindsay has the same body type as I do. She is tall. She is plus size. That apparently gives you big feet. I have big feet. So
I forget constantly that Stassi and I are not the same size. So it's refreshing. I can reach the bar.
I have such a hard time playing a short character because I am not short.
Yeah, I'm 5'2" and I've been 6'8".
I am 5'11". Like close to
No,
6
you're
foot.
6'4".
Oh, okay, it keeps going up, but whatevs.
Y'all from the land of the giants.
I'm short compared to my cousins.
Damn.
Yeah.
I do have a question. Is there an NPC that you guys would want a fun fact about that may not come up in game?
Jeremiah!
Dave! My boy!
Dave?
My sweet baby boy!
I forget what all you guys learned about Dave because I actually wrote out a pretty decent backstory.
My sweet Nosferatu bestie.
We still have movie night to do.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, we've done movie night. Just because it hasn't happened on stream doesn't mean it hasn't happened.
I feel like we've done them consistently.
What Samuel's degree is in.
Didn't
history?
we cover that?
It's history, isn't it? Because
Well, there's a history.
Degree.
He's got two. It's history and occult.
Wow, he's
and
got
occult.
two, and you got one.
I love the fact that, like, I don't think occult is really a degree you can get in.
Occult
but-
studies.
Okay.
It's a legitimate degree
You
in
can get a degree
college
in
right now,
basically
like
anything.
in real life.
Yeah.
You can go get an
It's
occult
also
studies.
a university in Vampire the Masquerade. Come on.
That's not a real school.
That's not a real
They're not accredited. This doctorate means nothing.
Ooh, I
I
should
know,
have
I
looked
can
them
tell
up.
you. I can tell you a fun fact about that. Stanley J. Bennett University was named after two high school teachers of mine, Dr. Stanley and Mr. Bennett.
Aww.
You had a doctor in your high school?
That's so sweet.
I had a couple doctors actually.
Fucking jealous. I went to too poor of a school to afford somebody like that.
Well, one of them got. Actually, I think one of them got his doctorate because we refused to call him doctor because we didn't like him. But the other one, yeah, he had a doctorate.
Yeah. Are we gonna get more gray?
If you ask for it.
No, we're all gonna get pulled up on stage at some point and shake that ass.
All right,
I
let's
don't have
be
Absolutely not.
personal.
any
Let's be
plans.
good.
See, I don't have any plans for Gray right this second, but if you guys want to go do something with Gray, I can arrange that.
Take that, Laffy Taffy.
I'm gonna be in the back with the Panther. Just mind my own
Song
business.
star. Oh,
Yeah, I can't handle
Anyway,
both my vampire daddies up there.
I think that's where we're gonna end it tonight. Thank you everybody for joining us and for your questions and for whatever shit show we were doing tonight. Star, you got to come in on the more mild parts of it.
I can't wait to go back and watch this because I actually already had an idea about something in the future from listening earlier.
Oh no.
Oh no.
And it's great because
We're
it
in
solved a problem
danger.
I've been trying to solve this problem for a long time and now I got it.
So if you would like to support us, please consider becoming a patron, or you could get some of our merch at thenerdasylum.com/store. Like the Doug t-shirt that Kat is wearing. Most of the posters that are behind Joe, you cannot get the shirt that Joe is wearing. That is
Custom made.
made for
Exclusive.
5 of us. Please consider joining the Discord, as we are always making theories and talking about all of our shows over there.
All the memes.
all the memes.
Yep.
My
Follow
drug
us on
dealing
all
one.
social medias at the Nerd Asylum. That's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and now TikTok. We also have social media for this show specifically on Twitter. It's NA_by_night, and on Instagram it's just NA by night. We're always posting fun things over there on our social medias to promote the show and everything. Thank you everybody for donating to Extra Life this year. It's been one hell of a ride.
Wow, it's insane.
We've hit our goal and have extended even higher. I would love
Twice. We have, well, not twice, but we extended it twice.
Yeah. I would love to see our next goal reached before the end of the year. So please, if you can, and we understand that everything is a little tight right now because of the pandemic and just how the world is right now, please consider donating to the Extra Life Foundation for Riley's Children's Hospital.
Every minute, 64 patients are admitted into a Children's Miracle Network hospital. So if you don't think it doesn't matter, it does matter. You guys definitely make the difference for those people.
Yep.
Children, families.
Tomorrow there is Java with Joe in the morning at 10:30. What are you playing, Joe?
Darkside 3?
Yeah, Darksiders 3.
Nice. So catch that at 10:30 tomorrow morning.
We have Bean Cam.
With the Bean Cam. Gross. Wednesday is the
Neverwinter. Yeah.
And Thursday you can join Joe and I as we play spoopy games and
Scared the bejesus out of DB.
and Joe, don't even come on.
Nerves of steel, this one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't spoop at all.
I have clips.
Join us to find out the truth.
Thursday.
Just like I do first try on everything. I'm a pro gamer.
Oh yeah, first try out. Yeah. I also clipped that today, by the way. I don't know if you saw that.
I did.
Thank you everybody again for joining us. We will be back in 2 weeks for a special
Take me to church
with Star as the storyteller, Cat as the cat, Sekrain as Victor, and maybe Kaz. I don't know if you've committed.
Empire Daddy.
I am not going to church.
Take me to church.
So there
We'll
is
talk
your
it out.
answer.
We'll figure it out.
Everybody have a good night. Stay safe out there, and we will see you when we see you.
Eat the stream.
Yeah. And let's make sure we're gonna raid Quests and Chaos. So stick around. We're gonna raid over Quests and Chaos. So we'll see you. Until next time, stay nerdy, friends.
From the city that brought you Kentucky Fried Chicken comes Roll for Weird, a Monster of the Week actual play podcast. Join Philbert Fogel, Doomsday Prepper and Expert.
I mean, I'm kind